Hey y'all, I'm Attica Scott, former Kentucky State Representative.
They're asking me about everything, local, state, federal, all the time. How do I do this? How do I do that? Why can't I get a speed hump? What's going on with the consent decree? Hey y'all, welcome to Ask Attica. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful Friday morning. Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Ask Attica. I appreciate y'all so much for joining me today. I know some of y'all are joining on your lunch break, so I hope that you have a good lunch and you enjoy this conversation. Today, my guest is a dear friend of mine, Dee Dee Taylor, who is the owner and operator of 502 Hemp, which has multiple locations. So we'll talk about that as well. So I want to go ahead and get into it. So, Dee Dee, tell me, I love to ask some of my favorite guests this question. What is bringing you joy today?
Well, obviously being here with you, because I love spending time with you. It's always good to see you. But I just opened a new location here at Logan Street, which is where we are.
Yes.
And that, I'm getting goosepimples because I wasn't sure that I was going to open another location.
Okay.
I have a brick and mortar, but then I came here and it was all built on community.
Mm-hmm.
And I get goosepimples thinking about it because I've always been community oriented.
Yes.
So I wanted to come down and support other locals.
Mm-hmm.
And that just, it brings me joy that my booth's up and ready. And yeah, this was my week of opening. So
I love that.
So I would have to say that brings me joy. With my husband brings me joy too. We
Right, you gotta throw that in there.
We got to throw that in there. He's a great guy. Got to say that.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, that's wonderful. And y'all, listen, we're going to talk about 502 Hemp, and make sure you come down here to the Logan Street Market location. We'll talk about the other location.
Yeah.
So tell me, Dee Dee, or tell our audience who don't know, because I know about 502 Hemp. And y'all, I have to say, we actually first met at some festival at Waterfront Park.
It was a festival.
I don't remember which one it was.
I didn't even know who she was. I didn't. I had no clue. And then I think you and I connected some other way, and I was like, oh, I didn't know I had a rep there talking to me, and I was like, little old me.
No.
So it was. I remember that because your daughter and I like connected like that when we met, and you and I too.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because I was at a community event.
Exactly.
I've done that since the beginning, like setting up at areas and getting out there in the community, supporting other locals by doing that. I just think that's huge. But yeah, that is how we met.
Exactly.
And then we've just grown from there.
We have, and stay connected. I can't remember what the event was that I went to at your brick and mortar location. It was not a ribbon cutting where you were. Was it ribbon cutting or what?
Oh, it was like my 6-year anniversary or 5-year. Oh gosh, I'm going on 7. So that's how. That was awesome.
Yeah,
yes,
it was.
I remember that. I do remember that.
So,
yeah.
Listen, y'all, we can go on and on. So please tell folks about 502 Hemp.
So 502 Hemp, I opened that. My husband and I started back in 2014.
Okay.
He was one of the first licensed processors in the state making hemp products.
Oh.
Yeah, most people don't know that. So we've been at it a really long time. Even before that, if I'm being truthful, he was making it at home for himself.
Okay.
He has seizures, so we had to find an alternative for him. The medications that they had him on were literally killing that man. And I was like, hey, have you heard about cannabis? And he learned how to make CBD oil.
Okay.
And at that time, and back in 2010, none of those products were legal. So, we looked like we were distilling alcohol in our garage basement area. And I was always terrified that we were going to, DA's going to bust us. Yeah. But it started working for him. He went seizure free for 5 years, and then in 2014 he got a partner for financial reasons, and then he opened up Commonwealth Extracts and started processing these products and making things. And he actually brought hemp genetics into the state. There was none at that time. Lots of controversy, lots of issues with all of that stuff. But since then, in 2016, I actually started using CBD oil for myself, for my anxiety. Okay. I'm a paralegal. I was for 20 years anyway. And lots of anxiety working for attorneys. No offense to attorneys.
Yes.
But I started using it myself, and I was like, oh wow, like this made such a difference for me without side effects. Because I had tried big pharma, I tried pharmaceuticals, and they gave me tons of side effects, and I couldn't handle the side effects. So I started using the products, and then I was like, hey John, what do you think? Like maybe I could try selling these. And he was like, you'd be great at it. And I'm like, but I'm really honest. I'm not a salesperson.
Okay.
And he's like, you'll be perfect at it. So with his support, I started setting up at fairs and festivals, like one that you and I met at, under Nature's Beauty and Wellness back in 2016.
Okay.
Well before the 2018 Farm Bill.
Yes.
So yes, I was terrified then. When any time a police officer would walk by, I'm like, oh gosh, please don't. I'm selling cannabis, even though it's hemp, right? But most people don't know that it's the same plant. So yes, these products have been legal for a really long time, but they help. And what makes me different at 502 is that we educate. So we educate our consumers, we educate our customers. Obviously, the quality's there. We've already implemented regulations ourselves before really the state did.
Okay.
So we already had testing protocols. We already made sure that the label matched what was in the bottle.
Okay.
So those are things that I've worked for legislatively to happen in this state. And I think that's important.
Yeah.
You know, so, people call it the Wild Wild West. It's not really the Wild Wild West anymore, especially not in Kentucky.
No, that's not why Kentucky is the Wild Wild West.
No, not at all. So we worked hard for that, but that's kind of the difference with 502 Hemp and just that purpose-driven education, integrity, the quality, and the knowledge. And that has just been the forefront of what I do. So, and my staff, a lot of them are certified cannabis consultants.
Okay.
Yes, so they actually have certifications.
Okay.
I haven't done it myself yet because it's funny because I'm like, well, I feel like I could teach that class.
Right.
Maybe one day I'll do it, but I love that part. And so my people know how to educate and help others too.
Yes.
So
your
it's
staff
not
is amazing.
just me.
Yes.
I am blessed with an amazing team. I really am. They make me look good.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
That's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, and they do. They really do. So I feel blessed that way.
Oh, that's good. All right. Well, thank you for that. We're going to take a break and come back. Of course, I got a few more questions for Dee Dee because we got to dig into this. Thank y'all for tuning in.
The team at Norton West Louisville Hospital would like to invite you to a community update and listening session. In partnership with the Frazier Museum, we are so excited to give you, our community, updates and hear feedback from you as well. Let's talk and bridge the divide. In attendance will be myself, Lorenza Townsend, Chief Administrative Officer for Norton West Louisville Hospital, and Russ Cox, CEO of Norton Healthcare. And now, all we need is you. Join us at the Frazier Museum. The address is 829 West Main Street, beginning at 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., July 15th. Come and talk to us. Come see me. Come bridge the divide with us. But if you do nothing else, stay live.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to Ask Attica with my guest, Dee Dee Taylor. So we were just learning more about 502 Hemp, which is now located in Logan Street Market. So make sure you come down here and visit. Well, Dee Dee, so tell us where the other locations. I just realized that.
Yeah, well, my original is 201 Mosier Road over in the East End. So right there off of Shelbyville Road, kind of catty corner from Roosters. Most people know where Roosters is in the Douglas Hills area.
Okay,
yeah,
wonderful.
Yep.
So a lot going on politically as it relates to hemp, right?
Yes.
Cannabis, everything.
Yes.
So tell us about what's happening at the federal level, how that's impacting farmers. What does that look like? Because it's like a war, right?
It is a war.
Okay.
It really is. And every year it seems like there's a new battle to fight, unfortunately. Even though that 2018 Farm Bill made all products legal as long as the Delta 9 THC is below that 0.3%. I think what they failed to realize when the legislators were doing that, there's more than one THC in that plant. So it kind of started with the Delta 8 THC that really came about probably after COVID. And a lot of people termed it synthetic, which it is not.
Okay.
It is a natural cannabinoid in the plant. Now, it's in minimal amounts, so there is a conversion process. You can take any cannabinoid in the cannabis plant, which is also the hemp plant, and convert it naturally to another cannabinoid.
Okay.
So a lot of people in higher ups, the legislative people, I'm going to say, they tend to throw the word around of calling it intoxicating and calling it synthetic. Well, we don't call alcohol intoxicating, even though we know it is, right? So it has created this issue amongst our doing well and regulations, right? There's nothing wrong with it being converted from another cannabinoid, which they usually use as